Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Shri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayana. I welcome all of you here physically at the Shri Narayana Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome Lord Hanuman on this Hanuman Jayanti. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. As I've explained in my explanation of the Bhagavad Gita, that Sanatana Dharma is meticulous, the Vedas are perfect, it is exact, there are no gaps, there are no mistakes, there are no perceptions, and the entire Vedic corpus is one unit of knowledge streamed into hundreds of thousands of branches. And this supreme and absolute knowledge is summarized by the Lord Himself in the Bhagavad Gita. No other system has the Lord personally appeared in this universe other than Sanatana Dharma. And I'm going to connect the Bhagavad Gita to Lord Hanuman. Chapter 20, verse 1. Then Arjuna, who had Hanuman as his banner crest, on beholding the sons of Dhritarashtra in array, took up his bow while missiles were beginning to fly. So, at this great battlefield of Kurukshetra, we find Lord Hanuman sitting on the flag of the chariot. And this is why I said Sanatana Dharma and the Vedas are spiritually, legally perfect. Spiritually, legally perfect. There's no gaps. Everything is coherent, and there can be scriptural corroboration in terms of evidence in 545,000 verses of all the Vedas combined. We can cross-reference. So I cross-reference Lord Ram in the Bhagavad Gita. The last Treta Yuga was 2 million years ago. But some scholars have worked out that the last time Lord Ram entered the material atmosphere is 18 million years ago. Both the Mahabharata and The Ramayana don't have to play out in every yuga. Alright? So if that is correct, either 2 million or 18 million years ago is a long time. And Lord Shri Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago. But we're connecting spirituality from 18 million or 2 million to 5,000 years. Because this information is eternal. Eternal means it exists as an authority on its own. It doesn't need any prophet or saint or sage or even a guru like me to give it life. It is alive on its own. The Vedas is always alive on its own. Unlike religion, in any particular religion, if you stop performing the discipline of that particular religion, the religion will die. In Sanatana Dharma, whether you perform your function or not, Sanatana Dharma doesn't care. Sanatana Dharma doesn't care. There is no hell or heaven in Sanatana Dharma. It is just basic living in society. Basic living in society. So we welcome Lord Hanuman. Hanu means jaw, and man means broken. Hanuman means broken jaw. Jessica loves it. So there is a story on how he got this name. When he was a baby, he tried to swallow the sun. I think that is why you are made rod today, symbolizing the sun. And that, I don't think anyone got it right with the eclipse. So Indra shot him with a thunderbolt. You know, Indra has his thunderbolt, and that thunderbolt broke his jaw. So that's how he got his name. Hanuman is the son of Vayu. And everything was still outside until I got my people, and I was trying to tell Avi, see the wind. I wanted him to capture it. And then Dana misinterpreted. And he said he'd play a Hanuman bhajan. So look at, but there was a beautiful gust of wind as I entered into Aarti. Please don't get attached to me because of all these miracles. All these years I didn't want to talk about these miracles. So I don't want you attached to me because of my relationship with the divine. I want you to get attached to me as a scholar. I want you to get attached to me to gain knowledge. Otherwise you'll be stupid. I don't want stupid followers. I don't want stupid followers. But today is Hanuman Jayanti, and I want to track back my life and my living experience with God. I have not done this because I don't want to be Acharya Baba. I don't want to be Acharya Baba. Then you tell your whole family to come to this Baba. I'm not a Baba. I'm here to teach you, and if you're not willing to learn, then to make you leave. You can't come here with arrogance. You can't come here with anger. You can't come here with an attitude. This is not the place to be. Anu, the Guru was working all day. I borrowed Anu's van and I was carrying rocks, Anu, real earth rocks. Right? Anu, real earth rocks made from sand. Up and down in the heat. I did 8 loads. I'm tired. On Hanuman Jayanti. I can't have what you doing, Dana? Testing. I do not want attitude. In other ashrams, gurus will tie those rocks on your backs and make you carry it from down top. Other ashrams. Yeah, I'm doing it for you. I do almost everything for you. Don't I? Yes. So I don't want attitude, I don't want arrogance, and I don't want your stupidity. That is all you leave outside. When you enter, I made a vasan. Remind me to put one big box there, stupidity box. When you enter, right on top, leave your stupidity outside my ashram. When you come to the ashram, come to learn. Come to learn who you are, come to learn who God is, and come to learn about this universe and what's happening to you. Don't come here to teach me. Don't come here to teach me. Come here to learn. And it's going to be like that all the time. Even if I'm 90 and I won't have too much power to talk, I'll have derived a sign language by then. Get out. Okay? We have real work to do. We have proper work to do. This is not a magic show. This is no magic. Okay, I don't want to send ashes on your frame there and some money. That is too small for me. That is very small for me. I don't have to prove myself with things like that. I don't have to bring your eyes to my eyes and then we look at each other. That is too small. We got big work to do. And Lord Hanuman appeared with Lord Ram to assist him in removing unrighteousness. And unrighteousness is personified in the Ramayana mainly by Ravana. Mainly by Ravana. As I said, Ravana was an expert in the Vedas. 4 Vedas and the 6 Vedangas. Vedangas are branches of the Vedas And that is why it's called the 10-headed Ravana. 4 Vedas, 6 Vedangas, how many? 10. He knew 10 branches of the Vedas 100%. But if you are in Tamogun, if you are in Tamogun, you can know everything and still do the opposite. You all know who I'm talking about. You all know who I'm talking about, Jessica. You all know everything, isn't? But you all still are impelled to do the opposite. And yeah, it starts with Ravana himself. He knew all the scriptures, but he was still impelled to do the opposite of what the scriptures want done. So Lord Hanuman appears when there's unrighteousness. It doesn't matter what you know in scripture and who your daddy is. Ashmika, it doesn't matter. And please, I want the devotees, I hope there's no bamboo poles. I got my bush knife here, I'm going to chop it. Okay? So, in Treta Yuga, Lord Hanuman Baba appeared and he physically took part in ensuring that righteousness prevails. In Dwapara Yuga, he appeared on the flag of the chariot which was in which was seated the Supreme Lord. He was the charioteer. Yes? And I'll explain later how he was the most important personality in the Kurukshetra war. He was the most important character in the Kurukshetra war. Had it not been for Lord Hanuman, the war would have ended differently. And I think this is a world first in explanation. I don't think any guru has picked up this angle whilst explaining the Bhagavad Gita. Okay? So I want you to remind me to come here. My mind is flickering to the road. Generally, I am clinical in my discourses. I can get some smell of the road. Okay, so you might have to remind. So I just want to go back into my own life and my own relationship with Hanuman. I think it started in 1993 or 1996. I'm not too sure. 1996, when Shyam was, I think, one year or 2 years. So it was Mataji's sister who informed Mataji that we should start doing the 41 days Hanuman fast. And this is a discipline in the Divine Life Society, and Mataji's sister was a very prominent member in the Divine Life movement. So you remember I was an atheist, but I was also very, very sick. In one of the previous discourses during Ram Navami, I explained what had happened to me and how I was sick for over 20 years. So at this point in time, I was very sick and we needed strength. Sean was 10 and I was so sick that Sean decided, he made his own deal with God. He said, please God, make my father better. I'll become a vegetarian at the age of 10. So he should take care of me when I was ill. His mother used to be gone to work. He used to go to school, come back and take care of me. I was in bed at the age of, I think, 28, 29, sick like I'm 80. So we started the 41-day fast and I started reading the English version of the Hanuman Chalisa, both episodes in the Katrinaji, and then translated it means that he destroys evil. He destroys evil spirits. And at this point in time, I was infested with all types of spirits, even liquid spirits. Can you see from when I'm trying to become spiritual? And the very first day, the sun made a shadow on the wall. And that shadow, I think it was about 4:45 in the morning. And Mataji was standing at the bus stop to go to work. And I was lying sick there. And the very first day that we decided we were going to start the Hanuman Chalisa, I saw the shadow of Lord Hanuman on the wall. And that was a sign to me, because I'm an atheist, I don't believe in. And then I said no. And that shadow was there for a long time. Even though the sun moves, that shadow remained there. And in my illness, I embraced that there is something higher, something exists, and there will be something from this fasting. So before the fasting ended is when I left and took my bag and I went to my mom's house. Before the fasting ended, 41 days, fasting ended, I was gone. And then every year for the next 9 years, I would fast in Chatsworth. I was living with a Muslim lady and I had a daughter who was practicing Islam. She was living with her grandmother a few doors away. So I would do the Hanuman Chalisa and my daughter would come and see me repeating the Hanuman Chalisa and she would put the Muslim hat on my head because she was going to madrasa and she was doing quite well there. She was coming out first in a madrasa studies every year. So for the next 9 years, I continued the Hanuman Chalisa, not out of devotion, not out of devotion, out of necessity. I knew it worked. I knew technically and scientifically there was a discipline because on the 3rd of October every year is Acharya Shyam Ramanuj birth. And I start my celebration around that time. My celebration should start on my birthday or just before, and I'll celebrate past New Year's. Day in, day out. Night in, night out. Genuine Chatsworth celebration. Because in Chatsworth, every turn you take, there's someone celebrating. So even when the money runs out, celebration is still constant. Then I need to come back. I need to come back to life. So around January 1st, 2nd or 3rd, I'll make a commitment that I'm starting the 41 days Hanuman fast. And then that fast, I did it disciplined. I could read the Hanuman Chalisa 11 times in fast reading in 35 minutes. 11 times reading the Hanuman Chalisa in 35 minutes because I'm doing it for 41 days in a row. When I was in there, I used to have this great feeling that my purpose in life is to do mass seva. In that 41 days, I should always feel within myself, within my soul, that my purpose in life is mass seva. I should really feel it. And we continued. We would start at different times. Mataji would start different days, but we would be doing the Hanuman Chalisa. She this side and me that side. And then on the last Hanuman Chalisa fast, again, our left here in the mid fasting, I left there in the mid fasting, and 10 years later I got back to residence. But before that 10 years, before leaving, I had another experience, I think in the late 80s, early 90s. I think that was my first experience. So I was a taxi owner, and my taxis should work during the day and it should also work at night. I had the hotel contract, Southern Sun contract, and the taxi would pick up passengers, the hotel staff, and so the night shift driver, he told me, "Hey boss, you're always sick like this. There's something wrong with you. I want to take you somewhere." And that was the first time in my life I went somewhere. So he took me to a colored female in Wentworth. And this female told me exactly what is wrong. She was Christian, but she said she works with a Tamil lady who can remove. She can see and the other lady can remove. So remember I told you there was an owl that used to cry, and then I used to hear chutney music 2, 3 in the morning. And open my curtain and see nobody. So it became so terrible that just to sleep, just to sleep, you're listening carefully, Anna. I used to put one nip in my water, the night. Actually put a jug. I should put one nip in a jug. So when I'm drinking the water, it's already fused spiritually. Because I should be badly disturbed with this chutney music, and I was sick. So every time I opened my eyes, I just had a swig of my jug water with spirituality, and I slept. Okay, and that went on for a long time. So this lady, everyone is looking at Hanuman Baba, expecting him to get up. He might just get up. All the other deities got up, wasn't beside Hanuman Baba. Every deity, every function we had, from Lord Shiva, Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, every deity got up in my circus. All right. If you get something hot somewhere, must no deity gave you, not guru. All right. So, yeah, going back, then this lady later told me that she had a dream, and she dreamt that I am protected by Lord Hanuman. So this is a Christian lady. She is a colored lady. She had no relationship in, but she said she had a dream that I am protected by Lord. Then I told you we went to Stenger and the man took a kilo of meat and he went into the cemetery, and then the owl was returned to its lawful owner. That man told me, and I've heard this, we hear this all the time if you go to temples, right? I went to about 45 temples and I spent a lot of money, all right? And in the Indian, the language they binded you, all right? They binded you. So he told me that they binded me with Lord Hanuman. And he said, you got a Hanuman trance on you. And he said, come next week Sunday, I'll open the trance. And I was so excited. I said, I've become strong again and I can rock and roll in society. Big chest. No, possibilities were endless, Divashka. If I had Hanuman trance, hey, I'm thinking how I'll climb that pole. I couldn't sleep that whole week. I was going to become so powerful. Really excited. You know when I say excited? And I went, and this man said, sit on a chair, and he brought out the LPs. You know those days? Yeah. LPs. He brought a recorder, and he said, don't worry. Just close your eyes, sit, and listen to these Hanuman bhajans. All of a sudden the trance will open. Today, about 35 years later, I'm sitting on my Vyasasana. No trance has opened yet. No trance has opened yet. Okay? And this is why I'm adamant. I am adamant. If trance could open, it's supposed to have opened on me. Don't you think, Vasudeva? Don't you think? So this was my experience. But the word trance was misinterpreted with the support of Hanuman Baba. I knew it was Lord Hanuman Baba that prepared me to sit on this Vyasasana today. Yes or no? He prepared me. He made me the ideal devotee. He helped me. In whilst I was in the police force, I was playing pool at Martin's, Dashin Martin, leader of the Martin. I was leader of the Dashin. I was playing pool in his gully. I don't like the word gully. In his gully with my Beretta 15 shooter, one round on in the chamber. And well, it was a criminal place and I was a policeman. So it would be infested with criminals. And they spiked my beer. Pool and beer go together, yes. Pool and beer, the hands get steady. Every sip you take, your eyes get aligned. And the more the eyes get more, then your shots become miraculous. You didn't even know you can pull shots like this. And right towards the end, when you can't stand, but the ball is going straight in the pocket. Yes or no? So I'm busy playing my pool, but my Beretta is getting exposed. So they put brake fluid in my beer, which made me dizzy. So when I went to the toilet, four people caught me inside the toilet. The toilet was at a lower level, and I was alone, and they were waiting for this move. And I fought, and I fought, and I fought. They bit me. Only when one bit me and his teeth sank into me, I had to let go of the firearm. Then they took the gun and they put it in my mouth and they pull in the trigger. Remember I told you, after I came back from Malia's cop, I never had the safety on because we were taught when the firearms, if you take out a firearm, you must shoot. So who you think held the bullet back? Lord? You see, I was prepared for this mission from birth. Don't you think Lord Narayana dispatched Hanuman Baba to look after this naughty Singh? This Singh was in trouble. Everything that happened, this Singh was there. And Lord Narayana knew that I needed super protection. So I was not shot. Then one Saturday at about 6 p.m., what do you think my condition those days would have been in terms of liquid spirituality? Saturday, 6 p.m., what do you think? Well, I was fast asleep. I was fast asleep. And Mataji got me up and she said, hey, my cousin Tinu is here. He wants to take you to a 21st party in Stanger. And I said, okay. I got up, refreshed myself, jumped in his car, and I remember telling Mataji, this is the first day in my life I'm wearing seatbelt, and I put the seatbelt. When I got up, I see a Peugeot 404. Remember those Peugeot 404? Upside down. I see lights, red lights, rolling. I said, let me just, maybe I'm seeing these other lights. Then I open my eyes again, I see it same light, same there, jaws of life cutting the driver. He came here for Shravan's engagement. He got metal in his leg. I came out scratch. Not a scratch, but I was making a lot of nonsense at the scene. So the police locked me up in the back of the van. Then I realized, hey, this is for real. So I make one of the policemen, he came there, I showed him my appointment certificate. I was out in a jiffy. All right. Not a scratch. And then Rajak, my friend Rajak, Colonel Rajak, you all met him. He came to service here. Him and I used to work crime prevention, and we should go to all the matinees on a Saturday. But our hymns, forgot a few. Dana? There was one in Queen Street and Victoria. You should go to all the matinees, and slap and boot and tension the Phoenixos and the Chatsworths. Phoenix and Chatsworth. But our favorite spot was Himalaya. So about 6 months, we should go to Himalaya. And one of my best friends passed away in a car accident. And when I went into this matinee, I just had a recollection of him and I put my head on the table. But just before that, so people didn't know we are policemen. Myself, brother, all these people that we whacked. And our favorite whacking was if anybody bumped us, then we'll catch him in the back, take him straight to the toilet, put his head in the pan, and flush. And we doing this for 6 months in a row, almost in a row. How many enemies you think we had? They didn't know how to fathom us because if anybody did anything, I used to strip my Beretta in pieces and take it. So when they searched me, they couldn't find a gun. When I'm on top, I should take it and assemble, give Rajak my barrel, and I should keep couple parts. So when they search you, they don't find it. We go back there under the table, reassemble it. When we take these people in the toilet, if there are 5, 6 of them, just pull out the fire, what's happening? Anil, you can picture the scene. Today is Hanuman Baba and Anil Baba. Can you picture the scene? So the DJ's name was Rocky, and it was his birthday. I had a 3-liter GLS parked right at the entrance. Right at the entrance, and I put my head on the table, and the security guard grabbed my head and banged it. And, well, Jessica, you know Raja. Well, he gave the security guard a Hanuman jaw. One rocket on his jaw, he went capsizing. Couple security guards came. I see Raja disappeared. He had my car keys. Then he pulled out a tear gas. And the security started whacking him. I also finished off in a bottom, being booted and kicked by all these people. By all these people that we booted and kicked. Trisha, your son is enjoying this. I don't think he'll ever leave my satsang if I continue to give discourses like this. He'll be the most devoted here. He might even start singing next to you. Okay? So everybody booted me downstairs, and when the security guard hit the tear gas, tear gas is buoyant, it went upstairs inside, and that whole birthday was over. There was no birthday, the DJ's birthday. But whoever came down, they poked me on my back. I got heavy pokes here. So one person didn't poke me. One person didn't poke me. Whoever said, hey, you, take. Hey, you, take. Hey, you, take. Deep. Behind in the back here, if you see the scars, then you would wonder why it didn't reach the heart. Then my car, right round my car, was blood. Right round the car. You can ask Mataji later when you. The 3-liter GLS was a brand new car. Right round was blood, front seat blood, back seat blood. Now you all know me and doctors and hospitals. First thing I told Raja, reach out. He said, hospital? I said, no. Reach? Yeah. Jessica, reach out. Apartheid time, the bottle stores were closed after one, Jessica. I told him, boy, reach out. He reached out, and when I was properly medicated, we landed at Addington. It was an emergency. They took me inside. They stitched me up. And then when she was taking my name, see, I look like a braino. So they took me as a braino. They cleaned me, washed me, stitched me, and put me in a room. Soon as the surname Singh, they booted me out. Because at that point in time, Addington Indians were not allowed to go. Then I told Rajak was living in Chatsworth. I told him, leave me at my mom's place. I went to hospital, I got booted out, what do I do? And then my younger brother who's late now, Manoj, I knew his gully. I know that time Mandrax was the highest drug. Alright? So I went in his gully, he saw me, he said, bro, this is the only cure. I know you hit a pool. And I hit good couple pools. Next morning I got up, I was shocked to see my car. I landed back in Chatsworth. Mataji washed the blood. I don't know how many hours it took them to wash the blood out. And then I went to I was admitted in Shipa Hospital for a couple of weeks. And I was still in the South African police force. Okay? Nirali, nothing happened to the Guru. Nothing happened to the Guru. And then, last story, why you think nothing happened to the Guru? Because when Lord Hanuman is there to protect you, you can stand in the middle of a train line. The train will derail. You will never get touched. One more story. I know you like my stories, especially Trisha's son, Avi. I think I should do a 20-minute biography every discourse. Then nobody will be able to claim intellectual property, and I can secure one devotee. Trisha's son will be guaranteed, even if he's writing exams. Yes or no, boy? He's going to Guru school, Guru in Zasti College. He's in Zasti College. Guru became a political activist. Now he's waiting for school boycotts so he can walk out of the classroom. He's following his Guru's footsteps. So those of you, Reservoir Hills, you know Dayal's buses. So Dayal's buses, they were my friends. That blue, red, and white on the bus, the design, I designed it myself. The bus and the colors, they are Sai Baba devotees, and after a while, they made all the buses orange. Then all the business went bad. Now, if you see what color the bus is, he came here, the owner came here, I think last year, Prem. So he changed it back to the Guru's color, blue, red, and now they put some gray there. But I didn't, there was no gray with me, blue, red, and white. So I should like to stand by the door and go up and down in the bus, sit on the engine. You all remember the bus Reed Bank, the Nissan? Sean was 2 years old. I asked him, what cake you want for birthday? He said, bus. So his 2-year birthday cake was Reed Bank, blue and white. All the bus drivers should change his kimbis. And Martin, Dashin Martin, should change his kimbis. And they used to gamble there, would pool. And Sean should just walk and take a ball while he's playing. Nobody could say nothing. Can you see what a big gangster Sean was? Huh? He messed around with the Dashin. Bus drivers used to change his Kimbizi. Sean was stuck to me wherever I used to go, he used to follow. So one day they fixed one of their buses and I took it. They used to stay where the school is now. Clay Hills? What's the name of the school now? ADL. Where ADL is now, Dayal's owners should live there and the buses should park there. So I took the bus for a drive to the cemetery. I turned the bus around and I brought it back. I don't know if someone from the cemetery was waiting for me. I brought the bus back into the yard and I was stuck in that position. The ambulance had to come down with a stretcher and take me straight to hospital. I had a slip disc. I think when I took the turn, my disc slipped. and it was Christmas time. Was New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, around that time. And the Guru had his 2 feet in traction, high, so that the disc could set. But on Christmas Day, I had many visitors. The nurses couldn't medicate anyone in the ward that I was in. I don't want to say anyone. I had a lot of medication donated to me from the outside. All these bus drivers, what do you think they thought? Don't you think I was their favorite policeman standing there in the front? All right. But I was protected. Driving a bus alone from there, taking a turn, and today I'm picking up rocks, putting in a crate, and bringing up at 63. Nothing happened. Okay? And there's 100 more stories like this. Remember, I told you all when I should go work, I should kiss Sean goodbye because I didn't know if I'm coming home. I was meticulous in my work. I did my work properly. And as I explained to my granddaughter, Shweta, she feels everything she do, she must come first. And she cries if she doesn't come first. She got that from me. Everything I do, I must be the best. Even now, sitting as a guru, I must give you the best knowledge. And this is why I don't want too many devotees. Otherwise, I won't be able to care for you the way I can care for you now if you are this amount, because I want to give you my best. And remember, I was working crime prevention. When you work crime prevention, you got a beard, not as long as this, Arnold, like your beard, cap, and the criminal doesn't know you. When they commit a crime, you all know Sydenham Hill. Arnold, imagine I'm half down and I'm chasing a criminal up Sydenham Hill. And I used to smoke 100 consulate cigarettes. I can't remember if I had a cigarette on my finger whilst I'm running. But no criminal has ever got away from me. If I ran, I chased. When I couldn't stop him, I shot. But I made sure no criminal ever got away from me because it's in my nature. It's in my nature. Anil is wondering what he was around that time and I was chasing him. Anil, don't have nightmares. Don't have nightmares, my boy. So this is the glory of Hanuman Baba died. I can't give you a better story and a more genuine story. The other story is either 2 million years or 18 million years ago. Yes, it's a story. I'm giving you my own life story and my own relationship with Lord Hanuman. Okay, but I'm saying don't follow me and don't come to this ashram Ram because I have a contact or because I have a relationship with the deities. Come here for knowledge. Come here for knowledge. There's abundant knowledge in this ashram, and my job is only to give you knowledge. So we wish. Where is Hanuman Baba right now? There's his form there, he's sitting in his form. He is sitting in his form wherever Hanuman Jayanti is being celebrated, he is there. And Lord Ram is also present because wherever there's a Hanuman temple, Lord Ram gave a guarantee that he will be present. Okay? And Hanuman Baba has not left Earth's atmosphere. He is one of those immortal deities. His job is to protect all the devotees of Lord Sriman Narayana. He is working every day. His instructions is to protect the devotees of Lord Sriman Narayana on a daily basis. On a daily basis. All of you understand? So he's working, he's here, tomorrow he'll be here, he's all over, but you do not call him directly. You only do the Om Namo Narayana mantra. You do not call him directly. And I'll show you, I'm not only telling you, I'll show you. So when I found Guruji on day one, on day one, I used to be a devotee of Sai Baba. So I used to go to Grasmere Road in Chatsworth. But when I went, the first day I went to Guruji, I got a brand new car. Then I got guilty that I went to Guruji, so I went back to Sai Baba. Then when I sat at Sai Baba, I felt guilty. Guruji gave me the car. Then the next, I took that car to the convener of the satsang and I told him, see, I'm a Sai devotee and I do the Hanuman Chalisa 41 days. And now I'm confused. So he told me, what's the very first verse in the Hanuman Chalisa? And the first verse in the Hanuman Chalisa is Shri Guru Charana Sarojara Cha. And that told me, Lord Hanuman has placed me in the lap of my Guru. I went home and I took out the Hanuman Chanda and I said, bye bye Hanuman Baba. Thank you for protecting me. I didn't give you all the stories. I don't have time unless you all have time. Plus I'm racing for the road. This is the first discourse that the Guru is rushing. Okay. And I told you to tell me something important. What did I say? Okay. All right. So how through the influence of Hanuman Baba, the cause of the Kurukshetra could be fulfilled. So Hanuman Baba sat on that flag and he absorbed all the hits to the Pandavas. There were celestial weapons used as well, and he absorbed everything into him. And when Lord Shri Krishna told him, thank you for your service, you can now leave, that chariot fell into millions of pieces. And the reason the chariot fell into millions of pieces, it was only kept there by virtue of Lord Hanuman sitting on the chariot. And we know that the Kurukshetra war is real. We know the Mahabharata is real. They found pieces of the same chariot. Archaeologists found pieces of this chariot in many, many pieces, but that only happened when Lord Hanuman left. If he can absorb the entire war, the assault on the Pandavas of the entire Kurukshetra war over a period of 18 days. Jessica, how big is your problem? Nirali, how nuclear bombs and bombs scientists have not yet discovered today. NASA has never dreamt of making today yet. Those bombs were used in the Kurukshetra war. He absorbed the impact of every assault to the Pandavas. Now remove him, what would have happened to the Pandavas? Who would have, how this story would have changed? Who would have been the winners in the Kurukshetra war? Did he change the course of the Kurukshetra war? Did he make it the solution for righteousness? Did he do it single-handedly? Under whose instructions? Lord Sriman Narayana. Can you see how much of power you have, Karan? Just by coming to this ashram, not even a bomb can touch you. And that is a guarantee. That is an absolute guarantee. Whatever I'm saying here is not a myth. I have proven it through my own life. One day when you see me without a shirt, quietly, Shivashka, just check all my stab wounds in the back. So when I wear my other outfit, I wear the other outfit, then check all the stab wounds in my back. Okay? And these are just those that came to the surface of my mind. There's hundreds. Every time Trisha's son comes, I'm going to go into my war stories. I know you know war story. Uh, Only if he comes, Trisha. If he doesn't come, then we'll just carry on normal, monotonous Trisha. Trisha saying, yeah, I said monotonous. She said, yeah. So, whilst we're on Trisha, very happy birthday to you, Trisha. If we have to see the progress of a devotee, then you are that devotee. From the time you came and until today. Trisha also went to her own Kurukshetra. It is of Lord Hanuman, Trisha, that ultimately through other instruments, Guru and wherever and whatever, that you are seated here today. Otherwise, Trisha was supposed to be seated. She was going to be the daughter-in-law, the biggest muti woman in this country. Yeah, Sita now would have been the I Guru. Trisha, most probably she would have been having a few alcohol now and again. Imagine Trisha drunk. Yeah, I don't think you would have been alive, honestly. So I fought with Trisha to bring her out of there. It wasn't a Trisha, I'm the Guru, come out of it. I had to fight with her. And she fought with me. Don't think she sits there and sings divine songs. Trisha is a fighter. She fought, she took the guru on, but I never failed. The mom came to me, and I guaranteed the mom, because that nonsense started in the ashram. And I was responsible because this is my ashram. And I made sure I bring her back not only to normal, I uplift her. She sings. Do you know how hard it is to come and sing in the front here? And Trisha is such a shy person that if you look at her too hard, she can start crying. So happy birthday, Trisha. I see the makeup make you look in your middle 30s, but we all know happy 52nd, happy 52nd or 53rd birthday, I'm not too sure. It's just all a Revlon. Dana is shocked. Okay. And Nirali, I want to share a moment with you, with Sahil. Today he's supposed to be 21, beautiful child. That boy's age, when we first came to satsang, him, his brother, his mother, and his father were really absorbed in this satsang. I remember we did a Nagara, we had a Nagara function the first day they came, and they spent quite a lot of time with us. But unfortunately, Mantara interfered. Sahil passed away. His dad's brother passed away. His dad passed away. It is sad, but we have to acknowledge. And wherever they are, I'm sure they're in a good place. And this is also a reminder that when the Guru says stick around, stick around. And Sahil especially, he waited for me. And I didn't want to go there. It wasn't, the atmosphere was not right for me. But as soon as he called me, I think 10, 11 in the night, I went and I spent about 2 hours. But it was 99.9% past my time to do anything. But this ashram has healed. This ashram has healed. Nirali's dad, who was in 1,000 times worse condition than that boy, his dad, and his dad's brother. And this is the truth. I have to say this, Nirali, unfortunately, it's Hanuman Jayanti today. Lord Hanuman would not have allowed these three lives to just go like that had they been here at the Shri Narayana Dham. And I asked for them to be here. I asked continuously for them to be. Vasan and Viren at one time were the most loyal devotees. Vasan stuck around, Viren left. Viren is a dad of Sahil. He also left. Those of you that still around, stick around. Because only when you hear, then the security of Hanuman Baba is. Okay? because Hanuman Baba works under the instructions of Lord Sriman Narayana. And at the moment on this planet, we are one of the most authentic links to Lord Sriman. Are we not? And I'm going to say that when we work in spirituality, it's another ballgame. It doesn't matter what society has been taught. It doesn't matter what society has been taught. It need not be the truth. Yes or no? If society believes in it, doesn't mean it's the truth. The truth is the truth without the need for society to believe in. And lastly, I want to say that a bona fide spiritual master must influence the world from where he is sitting. And if you look, we started our spiritual revolution of the Bhagavad Gita. I think the furthest I went was to Acharya in this country, funeral Bloemfontein. I have not left my seat. Go on any social media platform today. The entire world has been influenced from the Shri Narayana Dham. Even ISKCON, every second feed on my Facebook page is something about ISKCON. Everything was dead until I started the spiritual revolution. If you want to know who's a true guru must have an impact from wherever he is, and his impact must influence the world. And currently, we are influencing the world. Okay? There's huge organization. They're stealing Ashmika's poster. Go look. All those posters are alike, all the invites, everything we do on Facebook. Remember, this ashram started Facebook. In 2015, I was the first ashram to put live. We should start at 7, then we should we didn't have video, live video. We had still photographs. We should send it out. By 10 past 7, the first round of still photos should be sent out whilst we are live in our satsang, and we should write there to get your blessings from Acharya ji, press like. We were the first to do that. Today, the whole world, ashrams, churches, mosques, everything is on Facebook. Because when we went into Facebook, there was only nudity. There was blue movies on Facebook. Anil smile there. Today is Anil Baba's day. There was only blue movies. Nobody had the guts. And there's a writing of mine in Facebook where I declared when I was sending our satsangs that one day I'm going to clean Facebook. Did I clean it? Vasan goes, if you can find the blue movie there. Did I clean it? Google, is it clean? Is there any blue movies, nude photos anywhere on the internet? We did it from this ashram. We started it. Similarly, there has never been so much mention of the Bhagavad Gita on social media until I started the revolution. Today, anywhere you go on social media, people are discussing the Bhagavad Gita. Is it necessary for us to bear this testimony in the presence of Lord Hanuman? Yes, because we are working together. We are working together. And on these great days, we have to take the blessings, the grace of the Supreme Lord Himself. Are there any questions? So I think I covered Trisha's birthday, and I covered Nirali. Sad, you family member, but you must listen to the discourses on the soul and get a better understanding. All right, I'm proud of you for after your intermittent. Nirali should come for my birthdays and main days. Now she's back on any day. She's even here on Trisha's birthday and Lord Hanuman's birthday. All right. So she and Vasan, she started before Vasan. She started in April 2014. I know the dates. All right. I'm a guru. I know everything. Was she started before you? You must take the I-10 and give her the lectures. All right. Thank you, everyone, for making your way on a weekday. The month of the Ramanujans are coming. Those of you that stay far away, try and make 2 days in a week. Those of you that stay far away, try and make 2 days in a week. Those of you around the corner, Spencer Road, you make 22 days in the month. All right. And I'm also proud of Karen. The family has smallpox. She didn't know what to do yesterday. I advised her our way, not the myth way, our way, and she's here today with us. All right. So everyone is shocked here. All right. Everyone is shocked, but when you have a guru, guru takes everything, and we need to prove it. We need to prove it. Your guru is a dead counselor, and the guru takes your debt to all the deities. The guru takes it, and you will free. Jai Sriman Narayana.